What's up everybody, welcome to India for round 17 of the championship. We are about to make our way to the grid for the start of this Grand Prix, and as I qualified on the option tires in dry conditions, the weather report indicated a 57% chance of rain. So that should spice things up a little bit and probably give us an interesting race. And as you can see, we line up in P4 behind the double world champion Aero Dan 27.
Your objective today is to get into the top 5.
As the lights are coming up. And it's lights out, we are on the way. I'm already past Moss 611 here for 3rd place. So I'm actually getting off to a brilliant start here. So is Aero Dan 27 in his Mercedes, as we both come up to the inside of Greek Don't Lie and take that place from him. So we are up to 2nd place already, braking for the hairpin here. Very crucial corner here on heavy fuel, but we managed to keep it on the track and defend that position. So up 2 places already and trying to get closer to the Mercedes driver up ahead, as we are going to get a crucial braking point here for this hairpin at turn 4, but we are good, it seems, through here as well. So far looking good, but the Mercedes driver already 1 second ahead of us, so he's off to a great start. But as we skip ahead to the end of lap 2, start of lap 3, you can see that Greek Don't Lie is right on the back of me. He's only a 10th down to us, and it actually has started raining, it seems. Just a couple of drops for now, but we will certainly have to keep an eye on the weather changes, as Dan 27 seems to be really quick at the start of this Grand Prix. He's already pulling out a few seconds and I'm not able to keep up with him. And as we enter the DRS zone here, the DRS is enabled this lap, so Greek Don't Lie will surely have it and make up a move on the inside here for 2nd place. And will he run wide? That was actually what I was hoping for, but he locks up the brakes slightly, it seems, but he is able to make the corner, so he takes that place from us and we slot in behind him for now. Meanwhile, Z Woody 1 is in 4th place, just behind us, and he has moved his way up a bit there past the other Sauber driver Moss. And as we are coming up to this long right-hander, difficult corner, especially on heavy fuel, you can see me running wide a bit, and Woody is actually already up on the inside of us, but he thinks better of it. He backs out of that one. I think that was a smart decision, good awareness by the McLaren driver to avoid an incident there, as that might have happened if he was a bit more determined to take the position. And again on the outside now, making move, and I've more company from Mars 611 who is coming back on the inside there at the final corner, but they're not getting through. I'm just really on the back foot here, defending the position again here at the end of lap 4 with Moss, who is all over the back of me. He's really eager to get past, and I'm actually a bit struggling for pace. As you can see, Greek Don't Lie is also pulling away from us, about 4 seconds up the road already, and Moss is making a move around the outside of me, uses a bit of the off track there, but nothing major, and makes that stick around the outside of turn 1. So really good move by the Sauber driver, but this will of course allow me to get the DRS right away. As we are right on the back of the Sauber driver, we will get the DRS on him and maybe take that place back right away if we get the braking right on the inside, as Moss decides to take the outside line as well there, in the hope for me to make a mistake, but I don't, and I take that place back right away. So I'm back into 3rd, and it seems that Moss lost another place right there to Woody, who is back in 4th place, as we skip ahead to the end of lap 5, and you can see Woody is still right on the back of me. I do manage to hold them off, and this part of the track where it's really difficult to overtake, but now we are coming up to the DRS zones again, and it seems that there is a little bit of a train behind me, and maybe move up the inside there. I was a bit surprised by that arrow who came up the inside of me there at turn 1. It seems that was Dan 27's Massa, I think, in the Mercedes, who's just joining the fight here and taking P4 right on the back of me now as we are coming up to the DRS zone. And is he going to make a move? He will probably carry a lot more speed on the straight here. And yes, he is going up the inside here. Will he get the braking right? That will be crucial, as I'm again staying to the outside line, and you can see he was a bit too careful on the brakes there, and I can keep the outside line and that position, and that's exactly what I was aiming for by keeping to the outside there at turn 4. As we have skipped to the end of lap 6, where we experience a lot of understeer out of the final corner, and it seems that Dan 27's Massa takes advantage and takes that place from us easily. And there is the Marussia diving up the inside. The Holy Sam is almost making that stick, but he runs wide because of that late braking, and that will allow us to take the place back. But who is going to get the DRS as we are alongside each other at the detection zone for the DRS, and we are coming up to the DRS now, and it seems that I will get the DRS, so that will allow me to defend from the Marussia driver as we are coming down to turn 4 here. And it seems that Dan 27's Massa is running wide there. The Mercedes driver is off the track, and I'm following him wide as well, so there is a lot of grip loss now on this lap. The rain is getting a bit heavier, and it's affecting grip levels on the track, and you can see So Solid getting through there. The Holy Sam getting on the inside. Dan 27's Massa is in the wall there. He got off the track, he lost the rear, and as we are coming up to this chicane, the Holy Sam is running wide, and I'm losing the rear as well. I'm in the wall, lost my front wing because of that hit there, and that contact with the wall caused me to lose the front wing. You can see cars off the track here. It's a really messy and chaotic moment here, and a really difficult condition for the option tires at least. So I'm coming in and I'm changing my front wing, of course, but I'm also going for the intermediate tires right away, as I felt no grip on the option tires whatsoever. You just witnessed it. We had no grip at all, and it was really easy to lose the rear there, especially at sector 2 there with those chicanes. But as I come out of the pits here in P11, you can see I'm running wide here as I try to make turn 1, and I don't feel a lot of grip on these tires.
The weather's starting to clear. Let us know when conditions are right.
And my engineer tells me that the weather is starting to clear. You can see the rain has stopped just as we come out of the pit, so it was not a good decision probably to move over to the Inters. I'm still hoping that they will catch grip and it will start raining again, but there are just a few drops and it's not wet enough for the Inters, it seems. So I'm staying out for another lap, but it's not wise to get on the Inters, it seems now. And it seems that Woody is also struggling in front of us there in the McLaren. These tires have some grip. We are able to make the corners, but this is not the best tire to be on. And you can see on the map, just the front runners are pulling a huge gap to us. And Maas is getting on my inside on the prime tires. He also tried the Inters, but he is now back on the primes, and it seems that he has a lot more traction. So I'm coming in and get these Inters off and get some primes on as well. As you can see, those strategy decisions were crucial and cost us a lot of time as we made the wrong decision there. And it's a shame to be at the front and have a good pace here. I was in a good battle at the front with the front guys. I was not able to keep up with Dan 27 and Greek Don't Lie, but I was fighting for third with a couple of other cars. But now we are down into P12 and I have to make up a lot of ground now as we skip ahead to lap 18, where we just put in some consistent laps on the primes, and we are catching up with some guys in front of us. And it seems that my teammate there goes off into the wall there. He lost the rear at the curb, probably a difficult corner, and tricky corner that is, where if you hit the curb in the wrong angle, then you might just go off into the wall, and that was exactly what happened to my teammate. Now I'm right on the back of Red Table. Well, I'm not right on the back of him, but I'm trying to get in the DRS zone, and I'm already in the DRS zone, it seems, on the start-finish line, but no opportunity here. It allows me to get a lot closer though, and I'm taking a nice line, a nice approach to the hairpin here to get a good exit out of it for the longest straight on the track, and another DRS zone for me to easily get past the Williams driver here. It was nice to get past him, as you know probably that we are in a battle for second place in the championship. He is my closest rival for second place at the moment in the championship, so it was good to get past him. And as we skip ahead to lap 23, you can see parts of carbon fiber on the track. It seems that it is the car of the Toro Rosso driver, So Solid, who has had an accident or an incident or something, and he's out of shape, and so is TNG Platinum here as we get past him here as well. So we are moving up 2 places, we are moving up to P8, and it was also nice for me to get past So Solid. He is another close rival in the battle for second place in the championship. And as we are coming up to the start of lap 24, you can see it has started raining again. It has been raining for a couple of laps. It's not really that wet. Track conditions are pretty fun. I'm still having grip on these primes, but Tadger just made a gamble for the Inters, an early stop there by the McLaren driver, and it seems the wrong decision because it's too early for the Inters, and a couple of more guys are in the pits now. 3 cars ahead of me are trying to go for the Inters, and they feel that it's time for them to change over, but I'm staying out 1 more lap to try the undercut on them, and it will be interesting to see if it's going to work. I had a pretty good lap. That lap that I stayed out, I had still some grip on those prime tires, but I had to be a bit careful and hold a bit back. As you can see, then 27th Massa is just coming out ahead of me, so the undercut didn't work on him, but I'm coming out in P6, so the undercut definitely worked on Bessa and Woody there, and we are now up to P6 by a really good strategy decision. But we are about to skip ahead to the following lap, where I probably made my biggest mistake of the race, what is going to be costing me a lot of time. I can spoil already, as we are coming in the following lap immediately and go for the wet tires. I felt that the rain was pretty heavy and I didn't feel a lot of grip on the Inters, and I'm following the Mercedes driver, then 27th Massa, for some wet tires, and as you can see, we made the wrong decision as we just understeer off in turn 1 there, and coming up to the hairpin we have no grip whatsoever. I'm running about 30 miles an hour here through this corner, and we are have to slow down the car too much to be able to keep it on the track. So coming in again for the Inters, as the wets were clearly not the best choice, and it was not too heavy to switch over. The Inters were the best tire, it seemed, so we made just 2 extra pit stops here, which is costing us a lot of time, of course, to the front runners who didn't, and we are falling back to P7 now behind my teammate, who is now running in P6. And as we approach the halfway point of the race, we have a lot of ground to make up if we are going to make this race successful. But skipping ahead to the following lap, you can see I have my teammates inside already. I'm catching up quickly with Kex, and he's not that quick here through these chicanes. I'm about 1 second behind him and running wide there. I'm running wide a bit as well, but not as much as Kex there, so I can take that position for P6. And Bessa is in P5, it seems. Let's see what the gap is. The gap is 44 seconds to the Toro Rosso driver as we skip ahead to lap 32, where I believe that it's the right time to change to the dry tires, and I'm having a little look at the race director to see what everybody's running, and it seems that about 3 guys in front of me, and there is the Holy Sam, Bessa and Indrexen are running the option tires for the final 28 laps. They're probably going to do 2 stints on the options, where I am choosing the prime tires. So a different strategy plan to those guys, and as you can see, Woody stayed out way too long on the inters, and that's costing him a lot of time as he's going to drop back, and I'll take that place there from him. I was already ahead, but he's going to drop further back now to us, as we are 42 seconds behind Bessa, and Dan 27's Massa is about 7 seconds behind us if you just add those split times there. So we still have a little bit of a gap to the Mercedes driver behind us, who is running in P7 now, as we skip ahead to lap 41, and you can see the gap has gone down. I'm actually catching up with Bessa, even though he's on the quicker tire. He is running the option tires, remember, and we are running the primes, but I'm already about 6 seconds faster in these last couple of laps, and then 27's Massa is about 12 seconds behind us, so he's also dropping back. So we are having good pace on these primes. But as we skip ahead to lap 47, you can see that I'm getting some blue flags here as the race leader is coming up to the back of me to lap me, and that is actually Dan 27, who is in a hard battle with Greek Don't Lie for the lead. And they were behind me for a couple of laps. I was just trying to stay ahead of these guys, and I was just trying to avoid getting lapped, but it seems that I just struggle to keep them behind me for much longer, and I probably have to go and move over, which is going to cost me a bit of time, as I am going to have to slow down, and you can see I'm just pulling over right here. And as we skip ahead to lap 54, I'm 11.6 seconds behind Indrexen, who moved down to P5, and I'm about 12 seconds ahead of Dan 27's Massa, so I'm maintaining the gap to the Mercedes driver behind me. And as we are approaching the end of the race, you can see that my final stint was looking a bit boring. I was looking to finish in P6 here, and driving alone for most of it. But as we are coming up to the start of sector 2, you can see that Indrexen lost a lot of time to me in that sector alone. We gained about 2 seconds to the Williams driver, and this could make it for an interesting end of the race, as Badger destroyed his vehicle, and it will certainly be interesting if that is going to bring out a safety car, with Dan 27's Massa still about 12 seconds behind us, and now 7.6 seconds behind Indrexen. As we skip ahead 2 laps later, and I continue to bring the gap down to Indrexen. The gap is now only 4.7 seconds, and we are about 9 seconds ahead of Dan 27's Massa. As we are coming up to the end of lap 56, that means 3 laps to go, as we were 1 lap behind the race leader. Skipping ahead now, we lose connection to Dan 27's Massa, unfortunately, and that means the end of his race. Now we are going to skip ahead to the final lap, where I'm going to get an interesting radio message.
We just need to keep within sight of the car ahead to take his place. He has a time penalty.
My engineer informs me of a time penalty for Indrexen, and if that's the case, it means that we only have to stay within 10 seconds of the Williams driver to take his place. And with Dan 27's Massa disconnecting and Indrexen having that time penalty, it will probably be a comfortable drive on the final lap here to come to the end of a interesting race, to say the least. The weather has definitely mixed things up a little bit here and there, and even though I got some decisions right, I got most of my decisions during the weather changes wrong, and that cost me a lot of time in some positions. And I feel that I could have challenged for the podium here. Definitely in the dry conditions I was having good pace and good consistency. Dan 27's Massa felt that he could have challenged me if he was not disconnected, but with a gap of 9 seconds with 3 laps to go, I felt confident to be able to keep him behind me And as we are coming down to the final corner, it's Greek Don't Lie who takes the victory in India and becomes the new F1 World Champion. These are the full race results, with Greek Don't Lie taking the victory and becoming the new Formula 1 World Champion. Followed closely by the former champion Dan27 and the Holy Sam in third. Then comes Bessa, myself in P5, Indrexen, Woody and Red Tabor. Further down we have my teammate Kex35 and Dan27's Massa taking the final point. And not finishing the race are Tedger, TNG Platinum, So Solid and Moss611. And after 17 rounds, this is what the Drivers' Championship looks like. As we have come to an end of this round, I want to thank you for watching and see you in Abu Dhabi.